YouTube, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? You got the redhead trucker coming back for another quick little video. It's been about a week or so. Just wanted to say what's going on. Still at it. I think I'm in week 6, all of week 6, and I got a few minutes here. I'm in Ontario, Oregon, and I just dropped over here at this Home Depot store. Picked up in Lacey, Washington. Lacey, Washington. That's actually my hometown, Lacey, Washington. So it was kind of cool. Got the dispatch to go up there, and I actually talked to my DM and was able to take a day and a half off, just go see the folks, see some people, you know, have a little R&R, run the mutt like crazy. Oh, and what am I thinking? What am I thinking? Of course, we got to say hello to the star. Don't look in the back. It's a little dirty. Check that out. Bam. She's running this ship. So, say what up, girl. Say what up, girl. Yeah, you're... Oh, yeah. What the hell? I've never seen that. I don't know if you can see that over there. There is a chicken. Alright, you want to chase that chicken? There's a chicken she's barking at. You're ignoring the people. Alright, we got you. Listen to that growl. She barks and growls like she's got peanut butter on the roof of her mouth. I've never seen that before. A chicken just walking through a parking lot by his lonesome. Hey, so that's crazy. So anyway, alright, girl, we heard you. That's enough. You got him. You got him. That's enough. Okay. Okay. I heard you. Sorry about that. We're on a time clock here. Stop it. Stop it. That's my life. She barks at anything and everything. And she's all bark. If she gets around you, she'll just lick you to death. That's about all she's got. Anyway, yeah, so I was able to run up to my hometown, see the folks, see some people, hang out for a little bit, and then got back on the road. Ran down here to Ontario, Oregon, did my drop. I was like a good 14 hours early. And some of these places you're not able to unload early, so it was pretty much at my scheduled appointment time. And then I've actually got, this is my first stop. I'm going to my consignee. Here I'm going to be getting on duty and pre-tripping in about 20 minutes or so, and that'll get me down there a good half an hour early. But same thing there, you can't drop early or deliver early. I'm not dropping the trailer, and May's keeping me busy. They keep me busy. I already got another pre-plan, so after I drop down there in Boise, then I'm running over to California. I get a deadhead, so I get to run over with the empty trailer all the way to California. It's only like 400 some odd miles away. They're gonna load me up, and then I'm heading back up to Washington, Sumner, Washington. And I got a buddy that lives further up north, and I'll be there probably a good day early at least. So I'll get to see him, unless I can drop early on that one. I don't know. But name of the game is keep these wheels turning. Just because you got extra time, you know, it could be good, it could be bad. It just depends. Like I had plenty of time today, and I had plenty of time from the point that I dropped here to get down to Boise, like 4 hours to kill. And we got Home Depot here, and we got Walmart right there. So I went over, I did some shopping, stocked the truck back up on my V8, my Red Bull, some cases of water, some other little goodies, and we're ready to keep rolling. I do have to find a place to do some laundry. Do need to do some laundry, but yeah, we'll get to that probably in the next day or two. So anyway, yeah, that's the last couple and the next couple days. What we got going on here at May. Oh yeah, so update. You know, I've been in this truck for about 9 days now. So about 9 days. And I love it. I still love it. I can go down passes. I have not been heavy loaded. I mean, I haven't been up to the gills yet, but I've been probably around 75,000 gross, I think, is the heaviest I've been. Still heavy, but you know, I've been heavier. But anyway, this thing, I love it. I love it going down passes. I mean, you literally just set your cruise control. You know, you kick it down to a safe, manageable speed down that hill before you're, you know, into it, obviously. And this thing, it just does everything for you. You know, it kicks down the gears. It adjusts your engine braking to keep you at the speed that you told it to keep you at. You know, so you'll feel that thing working from medium to heavy, you know, high on the engine braking, just depending on where your speed's at. There's a video actually on this thing, if you want to look it up, the transmission. It's made by Detroit Diesel. And if you search on YouTube for Detroit Diesel, it'll take you to their main page or whatever. And then you can look for what do we got? The DTX12. This transmission's a DTX12. I'm pretty sure. And then you can look through their training videos, and they had the Freightliner, so the exact setup that I've got, they have the videos on, and other trucks, Pete's I think, and maybe an International. But you can watch the video, and it's amazing the technology built into this transmission. It's really cool. But you know, it pulls good up hills. It keeps you where you need to be going downhill. You know, it's great. I love it. It's slow to get going. I mean, if I don't want to sound like a complete cheerleader about it, but it is, you know, so it is a little on the slow side to get going. They built this thing for fuel economy. You know, it can handle pulling up to 80,000 pounds, but it's, I guess, the main intent, the main purpose of this technology is to improve your fuel efficiency, which is totally understandable. If you were paying the bill in just one of these trucks, you're going to want to squeeze as many miles out as you can on a tank of fuel, and you know, add 1,000 trucks to the fleet, and it's going to add up pretty damn quick. So you know, you gotta think of the company first. You know, it's not, yeah, you're not, as a company driver, we're not paying the fuel bill, but that doesn't mean go hog wild because somebody else is paying it. You know, take care of your shit, take care of your equipment, do the best you can on fuel economy to get as many miles as you can. You know, and it'll come back to you. They see that, they appreciate that. Anyway, what else we got? So yeah, so I gotta see. I wanted to wait to make sure he was cool with it. I don't think he'd mind. I actually so I was watching a live video this morning from TRB, the Wright brother, aka Big Country. I like that guy. I've been watching his videos from before I started CDL school. I was watching him during CDL school, and I still watch him today. I like to keep up on that stuff. He's if you do not subscribe to him, I would definitely recommend checking his videos out. Go back through his old stuff, listen to what he's got to say. He started with a different company, worked into lease operator. Now he's well, I'm not sure where he's at right now. I don't think anybody does, you know, on YouTube for the most part. But that should be coming out soon for him to give us an update. But he still puts videos out, live streams and stuff like that, kind of just touching base, let us know that he's still alive and kicking. What up, TRB? But anyway, I sent him a message, you know, when he was live streaming, and then I put a comment on there. I'm hoping he checks my videos out. You know, just let me know what you think, man. Let me know what you think. Give me some pointers, give me some advice, some suggestions on you know, what I can do. Because all right, straight up, the reason that I even started doing YouTube videos was because I started watching your stuff, and I really like your attitude and your approach towards things. You're helpful, you're knowledgeable, and you're helping guys like me. You know, there's a lot of people out there that are thinking about getting into it, and you know, in the middle of school, or maybe they just got out of school and they're, what company should I go with? And I mean, there's a lot to really consider. And you know, the right brother, he you know, I enjoy watching his videos, so I like that guy. Hopefully, you know, when he's rolling, it'd be cool to run into him someday and just chat with him for a minute. But yeah, TRB, that's a shout out. Anybody that has not watched his videos or does not subscribe, I would highly recommend you do that. He is the right brother, is his handle. But so if you search that, it'll pop right up. You know, he's at the top. He's got a lot of followers. He's got a lot of videos, and it's good stuff. So yeah, that guy's good. And also, I heard you sold out to cricket or something. Man, the noisy cricket. Man, I watched one of your videos. You had the Pegasus, and I was like, well, it must be good. Let's go get the Pegasus. And now you're not even on Pegasus no more, man. Anyway, so I guess that noisy cricket. What are you making, coils or something? You got to be doing all that shit. Vaping can get expensive, but I want to start doing my coils, build my coils. Maybe buying my liquids in bulk, because man, that liquid stuff, that it can get expensive, you know, depending on how many tanks a day you go through. But anyway, but I digress. To what? I'm not sure. That's really about it. What time we got here? What time we got? 14. So we got about 10 minutes before we need to do a good pre-trip. I'm loving the truck. I got the truck. I got that shiny gloss on them tires. I got the little spikes. I threaded those over my my lug nuts on my on my steers. Beef it up a little bit. My old trainer, he was giving me a bunch of shit saying this is a girl's car. It's a woman's car because I'm driving an automatic. Whatever. It's because he just doesn't want. He don't want change. He doesn't like that change. You know, change is inevitable. You got to embrace it, get on board with it. And like I've said before, May Trucking, that's all we're gonna have in a very short time. We're phasing out all our manuals. We're going with automatics on everything. And you know, my approach was, shit, if that's the case, jump on board, you know, jump in with both feet and just kind of, you know, get used to it. I want to get left in the dust. I ain't gonna fight it. There's people out there that, you know, everybody's got their opinion, and everybody is entitled to their opinion. But this is my opinion. I'll still reach over and where's my shifter? I want to float some gears, but you know, it is what it is. I tell you, there's times where you appreciate it being an automatic, and when you're getting up to 10 miles an hour in heavy traffic, and then you come to a stop, and then you're back up to 10 miles an hour and you come to a stop, and over and over and over and over. you know, that automatic, I like that for those type of situations, and I love it going down the hills and everything else. This thing goes into E-Coast to save fuel. I mean, it can read hills. I just check those videos out, like I said, from Detroit. It's crazy. But yeah, so it's about all I got. I just wanted to say what's up and give you a quick update. The truck now, about a week when I posted that first video, like I showed you, it had 200 fresh miles, 200 braking miles. Right now I got 3,688 miles on this bad boy, and that's in just a little over a week's time, so I'm not doing too bad on mileage. Like I said, May's keeping me busy, so I like the company, still like the company, and I'm not a May cheerleader. If there was something about it, you know, I would tell you. But I'm, you know, it's just my opinion. I'm happy where I'm at. I'm actually looking forward to getting more time and experience under my belt. TRB, he was talking, you know, he spent a little over a year and a week at Swift, and then he went lease operator. And that's going to actually be my next step too. So I want to get more information on that from him and from anybody else that has it. You know, to find out the pros and cons of it, and you know, what we got to be watching out for, and you know, there's definitely a lot to learn with it. I'm not going to go in blind, that's for sure. But what else? I was going to say something else, and I forget now. It's about all I got. I'm getting up 17 some odd minutes here, and not too much time before I got to get rolling. But my drop is only 1 hour away, per my Rand McNally GPS. I tried to roll without a GPS for like the first 2 weeks. I'll tell you what, after you miss your turn and you end up in a bad spot and have to figure out how to, you know, get back on legal routes and safe routes and stuff like that, oh hell no. I went and got me a GPS. I was like, nah, that's a must. And it works, you know. I'll send in for directions and stuff through my Qualcomm and get it, but you know, if you got a bunch of turn-by-turn stuff, put that on a sticky note, stick it on the window. It's just easier, you know. I'll compare the directions to my GPS and work it like that. I hope Haley Dog does not see that one, because she started barking again. Anyway, I got my GPS. I bought a dash cam a couple days ago. Dash cam, mainly, its main purpose is to just cover my butt in the event of an unfortunate situation. Oh, by the way, I never even talked about this. I was in an accident. But guess what? That's the percentage of fault was found on my end. 0% at fault, as it should be, because this knucklehead, this donkey, hit me from behind on the highway doing about 100 miles an hour. And let's just say he was not sober. I don't think he was drunk, but kids, don't do drugs, just say no. And this idiot, he ran into the back of my truck, doing, from what the witness said, a witness saw it, pulled over, and I talked to him. He said the guy ran into me probably doing at least 100, and I was doing 60, and had to cruise on, enjoying my music. Haley Dog's over there taking a nap, and just pow! I mean, if you don't think a little SUV can jolt the shit out of you, I'll tell you what. I mean, I had stuff, my bins, my overhead storage compartments, stuff was flying out. stuff came flying out my fridge. This place was a disaster. Haley dog almost got thrown out of her seat. Yeah, that guy smashed me. And if those DOT bumpers, there's a reason why trailers have those things, because if that wasn't there, he would have been under my trailer. It would have shaved off the roof of his vehicle and probably his head at the speed he was doing. But that thing's probably saved his life, although he wasn't buckled up, and he did punch his windshield pretty damn good with his forehead. And he was bleeding, and there's a big old probably volleyball size spiderweb push out on his windshield where he smacked that thing with his noggin. And I'm not even sure what happened. And the company doesn't tell you, toxicology reports, but the witness had seen him for quite a while, driving like a idiot, and finally I'm the one he made contact with. But like I said, I was 0% at fault, and it was not in this truck, it was actually in my manual. This happened 2.5 weeks ago, and I forgot to even say anything. Well, actually, I didn't forget. I didn't want to put anything out there, and I'm still not going to give detail on it because May Trucking still has to deal with his insurance company, so I'm not going to put anything out there that might jeopardize that. But yeah, it was quite an experience. So I was barely out 4 weeks at the time, 3.5 I think, because I was actually on my way home to the yard in Denver to park the truck and go home for a few days. Anyway, yeah, they're breaking me in real quick with some of this stuff out here. But yeah, so that happened. Backing, I know I told y'all in my other videos kind of how backing has been for me. Getting more and more comfortable with it every day. I enjoy backing now. And I still do things where I don't correct soon enough, or I don't get back under the tractor or the trailer soon enough, things like that. But it's getting dialed down real quick, and I'm getting more and more comfortable with it, and I love it. I enjoy it. This is good stuff. So anyway, it's about close enough time to start rolling, so I'm gonna do that. Hope everybody's good. TRB, let me hear from you, man. I wanna see what you think. Oh, one other thing, when I did my little truck tour, I put 2017 in the title, and then you heard me talking about it's a 2016. Well, when I got the keys and I was filling out paperwork and whatnot on the truck, it is a 2017, even though the tag on the door says February of 16. But it works like every new vehicle, every new dealership starts getting their 2017 fleet in 2016, or whatever year. They'll start getting next year's model in the current year, and that's exactly how this vehicle is, this truck vehicle. This truck, it was made, it came fresh off the line February of 2016, but it is their 2017 model. So little correction if anybody was like scratching their head and going, what the hell is this guy talking about? And yeah, that's about it. I got to get rolling. Post your questions down below, comments, suggestions, anything you want to talk about, hear about, feedback, anything like that. What's everybody doing? Are you in school? Are you thinking about getting in school? Are you thinking about what company to go with? Let me hear from you, and do subscribe. Follow me along on this this crazy journey. It ain't crazy. It's just it's an adventure. Every day is an adventure. This is a lifestyle you gotta know you're ready for when you get into it. And this is right up my alley. I love doing this sort of thing. So anyway, with that, I'm gonna say sayonara. I will catch y'all later, and I hope to hear from you.